Hello. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Just a bit of background before we start today's meeting. The reason we're having this conversation, is to follow up a series of other conversations that we've had over the last few months and to answer a few questions you might be thinking of.
And that is why it's so important that we do things this way. Because otherwise we'll keep having these problems.
Thanks.
And we know that we can't afford to keep that up. I'm sure we can all agree with that. Have you ever noticed that some people, they cannot help but speak 3 or 4 words at a time?
So today we'll be talking about presentations. It's a subject that's very close to my heart and I'm incredibly passionate about. So presentations, it's something we all have to do quite often in our role. And presentations. Let's get started, shall we? So in today's presentation discussion, we'll be everyone does this to some extent, and it's usually it isn't usually unnoticeable. We usually do this to allow our minds some space to catch up and plan what to say next without.
Talk about all this presentation stuff. It reminds me of a time when I used to deliver speeches at charity galas. And I've always found it important to support charities, which is incidentally the name of my cousin. She's going to be in university in Leeds soon, which I invigilated an exam at the Hilton in Leeds once before as well. I don't have a high opinion of exams in general. Apparently, Piers Morgan says that we should have an...
When presenting our ideas in a video call, ask yourself one question. How long do I really need to talk about a concept? Think about it. If you were watching a video, at what point would you fast forward?
We don't actually need to say much to get our message across. Instead of reinforcing your ideas with words like you might on a phone call, can you think of any visual ways to support your message?
The next thing is to agree a way for all of your guests to communicate, to ask and answer questions, and this will help you allow space for others to talk and allow your guests to feel like welcome participants in the meeting. So, for example, you might encourage people to put their questions in the chat on Zoom and address them as it suits you, or you might agree to ask and answer questions at the end of the session.
Finally, preparation can work miracles and prevent disasters. Plan what you want to say and how you want to say it, and create cues for yourself to help you stay on topic. This could be a detailed lesson plan or a simple set of cue cards, anything to help you keep the conversation moving.
I felt horrible.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Some people are monsters though, aren't they?